whatever I say so. I ain't talking to you broke bitches, I got money now. All a nigga understand is since that check came in, everybody talking like.
What's up, YouTube? Before I start this gameplay out with my de-atomizer strike, man, I figured I'd go ahead and give you a little class setup of how I get my de-atomizer strikes, man. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people have these same setups and all that, but you know, I'm gonna explain it the way I like to look at it and all that, because everyone has their different views and different opinions about it. And just take note, I'm a hardcore player. I play core sometimes, but 90% of the time, man, I'm playing hardcore. So just remember that right there. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead with this. And combat rig I use is Warfighter, man. I use combat focus because I love to help me get my streaks faster, and my trait resupply. Resupply is for the personal radar. In hardcore, man, I feel like you do need personal radars a little more because, one, you don't have a radar up at all times showing where someone's shooting when they are shooting. So I pretty much like to use it, man, to know when the spawn flips, like where they actually flipped at. Like, you know, if it's on terminal, man, and if we're sitting there shooting them at the bottom of the map and they gone, and then I'll just pop it, and if it's like dead to the right of me, then I'll know, oh, they just spawned in a plane, or it'll be behind me, then I know they spawned back there in the security place. So, but yeah, man, this is my setup, man. I use the Fallout, I use it with the Elo sight, I use blood splatter, man. I honestly prefer it, man. I like it a lot. But if you don't have it, you know, I usually use Blue Dot or Triforce. If you don't have either, man, this is my go-to if you don't have either of that. That's all I can say, man. Everything else I've never tried. Saw, heard it was pretty good, but I would stick to that if you don't have Blue Dot or Triforce or Blood Splatter. And I use Quick Draw and Extended Mags because, you know, in hardcore, man, you know, they'll spawn them right there in front of you, and sometimes you ain't got a chance to reload, so more ammo to mirror, you know, never hurts. I use Blind Eye because, one, the micro turrets, man. If you're trying to go on a nuke street, everyone uses micro turrets and they will kill you, man. They killed me so many times off my hater. I could be 5 off a de-at and the motherfuckers right there kill me. And excuse my language, man. And I like dexterity because, you know, to me, I just feel like it's necessary to have. I think it's honestly something that's beneficial, man. You know, you want to get around the corners, you want to get that reload out the way because, you know, man, especially Genesis, man, you know, they're coming around that corner right there. As soon as you kill them, man, the spawn's like right there, man. You want to go ahead and get that reload out the way. That's the reason why I use it. You ain't got to, but you could replace it with something else. But I don't use Scavenger with the nv4 because, to me, the way I feel is 90% of the time when I get in a match, everyone is using the nv4. So if I'm killing somebody, I'll just slide over them while I'm getting my resupply anyways for my personal, and 90% of the time I'll get some ammo off them because they got the nv4. So I use hardline, that way I can get my streaks even faster with combat focus. And dead silence, I use it gung ho, man. I kind of feel like it's pointless, man. Like, the hip fire in this game is just, it's whack. It's honestly whack, so I don't use it. I just feel like it's pointless. But right now I just prestige, but 90% of the time now what I started using is engineered because I've died a lot off of trip mines and stuff like that. So I feel like that right there is like the best setup to have. It's blind eye and engineer, that way you're countering the micro turrets, you're countering the crypto mines and the trip mines and all that. It gives them a delay. You can get by and you get them campers, kill them, get your de-at, you know. But other than that, I'll use dead silence if anything. Score streaks, I use the epic UAV, epic counter, and the epic advance, obviously. Pretty much what I'll try to do, but sometimes I just do it to help me get my advance, is I'll go ahead and pop my counter. That way I'll get the assist, or if someone has like a micro turret or a sentry gun out, it'll go ahead and give me my advance right away. That way I don't have to worry about dying off of it just in case. But if the best bet, man, is if you can get your advance without using your counter, pop your advance. That way if a teammate is like keeping a counter or something like that, so for when you get one, they'll counter it, then just pop your counter. That way you destroy their counter and you can use your advance and get the full potential out of it. That's the way I see it, man. That's the way I look at it, and I think that's a good way to, you know, not piss you off in your gameplay. Other than that, man, here's my combat record, man. I mean, it ain't the greatest, but I got a 2.5 KD, 4.3 win loss, 107,000 kills. So, and here's my medals, man. I mean, like I said in one of my previous videos, I really honestly never started going for de-ats. Honestly didn't care for it. I used the Prosperity nv4 all the time. Like, I did not care for de-ats, but ever since I started posting on YouTube, man, I figured I might as well start. So yeah, pretty much, man, I'm at 76. Pretty decent. It's alright. Ain't the best, I'm pretty sure. I know these YouTubers out there with almost 1,000, 2,000, you know. But man, I don't always go for de-ats, man. Sometimes I'll snipe. To me, I like doing a lot of different things, man. Yeah, I'm saying man a little too much. But my sensitivity is 1212. My safe area, I bring it all the way in. That way when I got my hater and stuff up, I don't have to adjust my eyes too far up at the radar. That way I can still see my targets, because you know the way I feel is if you're looking the more further you look, man, you're gonna get distracted and you might not see you might not see an enemy or something, or you might not see a trap, just anything, man. So I bring it all the way in, man. I feel like that's the best bet. I turn motion blur off, film grain all the way off, target assist, obviously keep that enabled. Vibration off. I believe this comes defaulted enabled, but I disable it because I want to reload and I want to go ahead and spin around that corner, so I don't want it stopping my reload. So yeah, I just keep that disabled. And I play tactical flipped, and if you don't know how to do flipped, you just go to tactical and press square on it, and then obviously you just hit X and apply it. I play flip because I feel like you just get a quicker response. It's more comfortable in the hand. And if y'all would like a controller setup, man, and how I actually run these things, and see, I'll go ahead and give you a hint of what I do. Is I put accessibility in the quick guide, and I enable it when I play Call of Duty, because honestly the way I have it set up, I do play with a scuff controller, you know, but hey, if other people are gonna play with one, then I'm gonna play with one. I really don't care, so you can judge me, hate me for it, or whatever, man, but it's honestly no different than people that play on stick and move or nothing like that. It's the same kind of concept, man. But anyways, yeah, if y'all want to get a controller set up on how I do this, I can literally call out my streaks, do everything without taking my hands off the analogs at all. It's pretty advantage, you know. It gives you an advantage of the game. All you doing is just playing the game the best possible way you can, man. But anyways, I'm gonna let y'all enjoy this de-atomizer strike, and I will holler at y'all next time. If y'all would like a de-atomizer strike yourself, comment below, and I'll be more than happy to. And I'm not gonna be the one that just randomly picks some people, man. If 10 people want a de-atomizer strike, man, just give me y'all info, man. I'll get y'all a de-atomizer strike. Or if y'all just want to party up, thinking maybe I can help y'all get one, then comment below. Just make sure y'all subscribe, like, and support my channel. Stay active. I'll be more than happy to do any of that. Anyways, guys, I'm out.
Behind you, replay. gon' strip it down for a thug, yeah. Word around town, she got the buzz, yeah. 5 shots in, she in love now. I promise when we pull up, shut the club down. I took her from a man, don't nobody know.